Hello, welcome back to science class. Remember, we said you are what you think. So think positive, think good all the time, and you are going to excel in whatever you find doing. In our previous lesson, what did we learn? I'm sure you remember. Very good, because I also remember what we learned, and I want us to revise a little bit before we move on with today's lesson. In our last lesson, we said that an ecosystem is a community of living things and its environment. An ecosystem is a community of living things and its environment. Again, we said that living things depend on non-living things, or they depend on each other to survive. Then we ended by saying a place where a living thing or organism lives is called habitat. A place where an organism lives is called habitat. We also said that there are factors or there are reasons why an animal or a living thing would choose to live in a particular habitat. And some of the reasons are, we said, one, food is there, shelter, air, conditions. Like you see, things that will make the organism feel comfortable, okay, in its environment is what will enable it to choose to live either here or there. That's what we learned in our previous lesson. But today, with the opportunity we have, we are coming to continue what we learned. And today, our topic for discussion is the same ecosystem. Let me say part 2 of it. But our objective is different. Our objective is centered on describing how organisms adapt to their environment. How organisms adapt to their environment. And I'm sure you are wondering what is adapt. Don't worry, you understand. Adapt. So let us go through our keywords. First one is adapt or adaptation. Say adaptation. And when we say adaptation, it simply means that, or adapt, it simply means that a process or state of changing to fit an environment. A process, or the way somebody change or something change itself to fix an environment. For example, I come from a rich home. Every day they give me salad to eat. When I go to the village, I'm going to meet grandma. Grandma gives me pepper. Okay, so I have to adjust myself and accept the pepper food grandma gives to me. That's adaptation. You are trying to change yourself to suit the condition. That's adaptation. The second keyword is organism. Organism, which means living things, okay? The third one is feature. Feature, it simply means characteristics, okay? Characteristics. Then the next one is survive. Or what we say, survive. And the last one is streamline. When we say streamline, we are talking about a design of a shape of a body. The shape of a body, okay, which has been designed in a particular way to do something. We understand once we move on into the lesson, okay? Now let's come to our moral linkage for the lesson. What's our moral linkage for today? Genesis chapter 1 verse 31. And it says, God saw all that he had made. It was very good. So everything you see around you, which is created by God, God said it is good. And today we are coming to learn exactly that. So look at all these animals. God created them. And all these animals have their unique ecosystem they live in. Look at my animals here. These animals, they all have their unique, if I say unique, I mean special environment that they can all live in. They all have their special environment we can live in. You get it? Very good. Okay. So I have a question for you. What will happen to the fish when it is placed on the land? What will happen to the fish? Can it survive? Think about it. What about these two? What will happen to the monkeys in your view when they are placed in water? What will happen to them? I am sure you are thinking the monkeys cannot survive in water. Again, I am also sure that you are thinking that the fish cannot live on the land. Why? Why can't the monkey live on the land? And why can't the fish? Why can't the monkey live in water? And why can't the fish live on the land? It is because all these two organisms or living things or animals have special features that will make them or enable them to live in their environment successfully. Okay? And that is what we mean by adaptation. Adaptation, having special features that will enable them, that will make them adjust, okay, to their environment. You, as a human being, you can't live in water for a very long time, for a whole day. Why? Because you don't have that special feature, that special characteristics that will make you live in water for a very long time. That is what I mean by adaptation. You can't adapt, okay? So let's read something here. Every organism has some special features that enables it to live in its habitat. And we call it adaptation. So read here, let's read here together. Adaptation are special features that help the organism to live successfully in its habitat. So special features, okay, that's the key word here, features, that will make the thing live successfully in its environment is adaptation. Let's look at this animal here. This is a bird. This is a bird. So what are some of the special features in your point of view, okay, in your view, that you think can help the bird here to live successfully in its environment, the bird you see in your community? What are some of the things that the birds have, okay, birds have that will enable them or will help them to live successfully? What are some of them? Are you thinking about them? Very good. Alright, now let's go through together. Number one, let's look at something here. Birds have feathers. Birds, they have feathers that help them to fly. Their feathers are meant for flying, or it's meant for them to use to fly, okay? So birds, they have feathers for flying. Again, birds have tail feathers. Look at the tail here. We have tail feathers. And I guess you don't know the use of the tail feathers. Today you are going to know what birds use the tail feathers for. They use the tail feathers for steering and balancing. They use the tail feathers for steering and balancing, okay, controlling their body, okay? So that is what birds use their feathers and their tail feathers for. And they need these things to fly, feathers for flying. Let me ask you a question. You as a human being, do you have feathers? You don't have feathers. That is why you can't fly. That is why you can't live on the trees and fly in the sky. Why? Because you don't have feathers. So you see, the feathers, which is unique to the bird, is a special adaptation or special feature that enables the bird to live in its environment. Again, let's see something. Birds have streamlined. We met this word in our keyword, streamlined body shape, okay? It's a specially designed body to reduce air resistance when flying. Look at the shape of the bird, okay? God has created them in a special way that when they are flying, the air cannot stop them. But you, when strong air is blowing, you can't fly in it. You can't even move in it. It will push you back. But birds have specialized body, okay? We call it streamlined, streamlined body that helps them to fly, okay? So this is one of their special features or adaptation. Again, Birds may have light or and hollow bones to reduce weight in order to fly. But the bones of birds, okay, is hollow. If I say hollow, it means it has a gap or a space between them. It's not that heavy. When it is heavy, they can't fly. That is why heavy birds like ostrich cannot fly. They can't fly because they are very heavy, heavier than their wings. Okay, their wings are very tiny or small. They have few feathers on them and they can't fly. You understand? So birds have feathers to enable them to fly. Okay, and their bones are hollow. All right, very good. So let's read what we have on our screen. Birds have light and hollow bones to reduce weight in order to fly. And the last one, but not the least, birds have large air sacs for respiration. They have large air sacs for respiration. If I say large air sac for respiration, meaning in your context, I would say breathing, okay? Look at, whenever you sit on a motorbike or at the back of a van, okay, and the car is moving on a top speed and the air is blowing, are you able to breathe properly? No. Why? Because the amount of air is too much for you. But birds fly in the air and they are able to breathe in all this air. They have a very large air sac which enables them to live in their environment. So this is why birds can live successfully. And all these special features are called adaptation. So in short, let us summarize our lesson for today. I believe you have enjoyed it and you understand. If you are not clear with anything, get in touch with me on the platform and I'll be more than glad to assist and we'll have an interaction, okay? So let's see our summary for today. Summary. 1. The special features that help organisms to fly successfully in its habitat is the adaptation, okay? Very good. So every organism has special features that enables it to live. We have said that already. And the last one, remember that if you want to excel in science, if you want to excel in all the other subjects, courage is the key. Encourage yourself for others to encourage you. Open the courage door from yourself, then we can also help you. I love you. Continue to take care of yourself. So we'll meet again. Shalom. Peace. Bye-bye.